This summer on July 11th, we will be receiving a new Superman movie with a whole new universe for the character, meaning that there will be a new introduction to Superman and his impacts in this new universe. But before we do get started on this breakdown of the trailer, I want to state that it is okay for everyone to have our own opinions. We won't always agree on everything, and I only say this because being introduced to new things is sometimes difficult for us to grasp, and that's okay. It's especially hard for us to grasp when it comes to things that we love. So stick with everybody's opinion, or be open to everybody's opinion, respect everybody's opinion. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We will be okay. With that being said, please feel free to comment your expectations and opinions of the film with just what we got and leaks or whatever. Just go ahead. Feel free to comment. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. We're good. So let's get down to the first half of the trailer. We can start breaking down stuff now. So in the first half of the trailer, nothing is being said to us. That's amazing. I like that because instead we're shown what we need to know. Once the trailer starts, we're shown a defeated Superman laid out in what the Dragon Ball community calls the Yamcha pose, a very displeased pose or disrespected pose. Now, Superman is laid out in a setting that could possibly be a random area or what I believe could be near or close to the Fortress of Solitude. So after this, we are shown a few instances of the other side to Superman, which is Clark Kent, where I think they've done an amazing job with Clark's design. This is a Clark that people would look at and be conflicted to even think that man could be Superman. The hide in plain sight concept of Clark also stems from his clumsiness, unreliability, or the plenty of other characteristics, but the appearances as well. And the appearances doesn't just stem from the glasses. It comes from the crazy hair, his posture, positioning. It's a lot, and I think they've done a good job with that, representing his design. See, while showing us Clark, we also get to see the setting for the Daily Planet, where the workers seem alive, as if there's plenty of things going on for the people that works there, either because of the current events or just because the people have to stay busy. They're all reporters, news reporters, and journalists. Either way, the setting of the Daily Planet really captures the concept of a news agency. This is where journalists and news reporters, this is where they all rely. In between showing us the Daily Planet, we are also shown the Lois Lane of this universe, where honestly, I'm a little skeptical of the role she'll play for this movie and her role for the future in the universe. Because if we're being honest, introduction to Lois Lane's always come off to, they always come strong. I think it serves her character or justice if we get more than just a glimpse of her with Superman or her with Clark. Because there's numerous iterations of her character where we're always shown as a lively character Lois is, or she's depicted as ambitious. Now, look, I'm not saying that I think we have to worry about her character. I just think introductions for Lois Lane characters are always strong, and they could have done a better job here. And not that they could have done a better job, as in I don't know what is there to offer. Just showing us this doesn't show us too much because of who Lois Lane is. And I can bring examples of this from like Smallville, the introduction they have of Lois Lane and Smallville and her character. Like, that's somebody you can't just look at and like, okay, I know her character. You have to hear her, see her actions. So the one from Smallville and the one from the new animated show from My Adventures with Superman, that one as well. Moving forward in the trailer, we also get to see a quick glimpse of what we believe is Jonathan Kent, the father of Clark Kent, or John Kent. So what I do wonder why we only get to see John instead of both John and Martha Kent is because she's passed away. I only use this as an assumption because usually we get to see both of these parents, but now that we only see one, which is John, it's not popularized for his father, John Kent, to be alive. It's usually Martha Kent. She's the one that's the one that's alive first. So I believe they may have done a switcheroo, just a quick switcheroo of the pass away parents type of thing for Clark in this universe, which is okay. Both of those parents in comics or other iterations are amazing. They have great advice. They show Clark the amazing humanity that he knows and represents. So I'm okay with both. So, with all these displays being in the first half of the trailer, the other half of it comes with Superman laid out in his Yamcha pose to call out Krypto to help take him back home. This is where I had assumed earlier Superman could be laid out near the Fortress of Solitude, because Krypto was not too far from Superman, and Superman is telling him to take him home. So unless Superman wants Krypto to take him home from the Arctic back to all the way to Smallville, Kansas, then that's literally crazy. I mean, it's okay, but he could do it. I'm just saying. That's why I'm assuming it could be leading to the fortress instead of just Smallville or whatnot. I do hope it is the Fortress of Solitude, only because it will be decent to see the design that they have for the fortress in this universe, as the majority of the designs of the fortress had also represented the designs or style that they had for Krypton. So that just would be nice to see what the style was for Krypton in this universe. Later on in the trailer, we also get glimpses of Superman saving a child, Lex Luthor in his weird looking building. But honestly, it's great to see Lex Luthor being introduced, but it's confusing to me because I don't know if Lex would be the main antagonist of the movie or the main cause for Superman challenges that he will come across. The two ideas would be good to understand his role in this new universe, as if he's a villain or what type of correlations he would have or anything. It's just a little mystery, and that's okay. That's okay to have. It's okay to have a mystery or have not know what's going on just because we got a teaser trailer. That's okay. It's okay not figuring everything out, but I'm just very intrigued of what his character has for the future of this movie and the role in the universe as well, just because it's intriguing. After the trailer shows us the brief instances of Lex, we also get a quick instance of Superman punching his way out of a glass chamber, I believe it is. Now, even with slowing everything down, it is still difficult to notice anything or identify any other clues that can help me understand why or how Superman is in there. But that should be the big question for us now. How did Superman get inside this glass chamber? It's Superman. It's not normal for him just to be put in a container by somebody. So Superman would have to be unconscious. Now, this is my assumption. He would have to be unconscious to be put inside of a chamber. The only ways to put Superman unconscious would be, either a device used with kryptonite or kryptonite itself to knock him out, or I don't know, someone as strong as Superman to knock him out. That there's so many factors and so many things to think about of how how Superman got put in this chamber. So I want to ask you guys, comment down below, what are your assumptions? What do you think of how did Superman get inside this chamber? Why do they need it? Why do they think it can hold him? That's another thing. Like, how did they get him in there, and why did they think that can hold Superman? It's the question. Comment down below, please. After we're shown Superman breaking out of the glass chamber, we're also shown a child who may be going through some sort of attack or maybe war going on. And the only thing for the child to do is raise a flag with Superman's emblem. And he calls out to Superman in hope. After that, we get to see Superman covered in dirt or residue from an explosion on his suit. And the citizens around him are far from pleased with Superman. The citizens seem so displeased that they're shouting and displeasure, and they're throwing items at Superman. It's mayhem, honestly. We see Superman surrounding himself with these displeased citizens to only enter a Stag Industries building, leaving Superman isolated from those people or from the citizens. And inside the Stag Industries building is Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, and Mr. Terrific. They three appear to join Superman to what we could assume is to discuss the current events that has the citizens displeased with Superman, because what I do notice is Guy Gardner used his ring to block the entrance of the building, stopping the people from outside to disturb the four of them. Also, I do want to ask, did anyone else think that we would get a Guy Gardner live action before Jon Stewart? I'm not displeased with it because it is good to expand the Green Lanterns and not only feel like that we just have Hal Jordan, but I've also seen rumors of a live action Jon Stewart coming soon. So if we all could just be patient, we'll get that soon. While on the topic about introducing new live action characters, we also get to see Hawkgirl. Her design is elegant as it gives off a modern Thanagarian attire. Thanagars or Thanagarians is, Hawkgirl's home planet. The last time we've gotten a live action Hawkgirl was from the Arrowverse, but my all-time favorite Hawkgirl is the animated universe from the Justice League show. This would also be Mr. Terrific's second live action appearance, featuring from the Arrowverse, where I thought in this movie they would, throw in the little cornrows for Mr. Terrific like they did in the Arrowverse. But it's okay. Both their designs are good, so there's no way to complain over here. But the design for Mr. Terrific in this movie, I feel like it's very straightforward. It's very good. It doesn't need more. It doesn't need less. It just says this is the Mr. Terrific's outfit, and they did it well, truthfully. Now, what I do want to point out in the trailer is that there is some sort of eye monster attacking the city while Superman and Lois begin to be romantical. So I could only assume that maybe that's fake. Maybe that's a simulation ran by the Fortress as a backdrop for the two. I have no clue. I have no idea. I don't know what I don't know what that eye monster is, or I don't know. Now we could also wrap all this up just now. So let's just do that, because we still get glimpses of people in the actions from the last section of the trailer. In the last section, we see Superman holding a robot on the ground, somewhat saddened that it is destroyed. So I'm assuming that this is taking place in a Fortress of Solitude, where these are the robots Jor-El designed to help educate and just help Superman in the Fortress of Solitude. Those robots were also seen in the animated movies like All-Star Superman and Superman Doomsday, just in case anyone needs to figure out or see little instances or images of them being placed in the universe somehow or anywhere. Those are some good references to find them. We also get to see this person. I'm going to show it in the background. This is with this detailing and of his face and somewhat his shoulder, this could possibly be Metamorpho, as some people are assuming or wondering who and what this is. I'm in good faith. I'll put a good gamble, like 80% faith in that this is Metamorpho. Like, I really have good doubt that is Metamorpho. Anyways, there is also somebody else in the trailer we're showing in the last bit, where Superman is fighting someone in the baseball field. I've seen speculations and possible rumors from the articles and statements online that person Superman is fighting there is Ultraman, who in the comics is Superman's sinister counterpart from an alternate universe. At the end of the trailer, Superman does fly away into the sky cinematically. Now, that's it. That's literally it. The trailer is 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but it introduces so many new things, so many characters, and honestly, it has me talking for 13 minutes now. That's a lot for even me. I get tired, honestly. But I just want to know, what did this teaser trailer do for you? Did introducing all these characters satisfy you? Did it leave you questioning things? Are you actually dissatisfied? Maybe there's too much being introduced to you. Are you getting overstimulated? Please comment down below. I would love to know, love to hear anything, opinions, suggestions, even corrections of my assumptions, insinuations. Let me know. Comment, interact. Let's just do this. You're tired. I'm tired, but you're excited. I'm excited. July 11th. I'll see you July 11th. July 11th.